So, Who Am I is a cyber hacking thriller, I guess. It's on Netflix right now. I think it's been on Netflix for a while. The German movie came out in 2015. And the only reason I saw it yesterday was because there were comments made that this movie reminded them of Mr. Robot. If you haven't seen it, Mr. Robot is a 4-season TV show, which is excellent. I don't want to say anything else about that TV show, but if you haven't watched it and you're looking for a good TV show to see, Mr. Robot is a top tier pick. I mean, it's the less you know, the better. Just jump in, watch it, and let yourself be taken away after each season. It's definitely worth it. However, Who Am I? Who Am I is not even close as good as Mr. Robot. We follow Ben, who is antisocial. He's not very good with people, very shy, but he's a savant. He's extremely good with hacking, with reading computer language. It's never really explained to the detail, but we get to that another point. He meets Max, and he becomes part of a hacking group called Clay. This group tries to be noticed by a big hacker called MRX, and that's the movie mostly. It's okay. It's okay if you really have nothing else to do throughout the day. Yeah, no, it's not as good. The movie tries to play it smarter than it actually is, with trying to make you believe certain things, but at the same time the acting of the actors makes you disbelieve the fact they're trying to make you believe. Does that make sense? You know, lots of red herrings that go nowhere. There's this one character which is the chief of investigation. She's investigating the hackings and whatnot. She's been investigating this group called Friends for 3 years. And let me just tell you what type of movie we're in. So this lady, is giving a presentation, saying, okay, I'm here now. We're trying to catch these hackers. And then one of the attendees, and this is police, one of the attendees raises her hand. The guy's like, okay, you can speak. What's your question to her? And she's like, is it true that you've been following this group for 3 years without an arrest? And I just had to facepalm. Why would you even ask that? She right now is your superior, and you're working under her, and you're asking her why? What? The fuck? So bad. Then they give this half-baked relationship between these two, between the investigator, the inspector, and I guess the other guy that's over there, the precinct, I don't know. But they had a relationship, and she wants nobody to know. That goes nowhere. Don't even know why it's mentioned. Didn't need to be mentioned at all. All the scenes where she's in, except the scenes she shares with Max, are useless, filler. There's no need, there's no point. The second time we see her, it comes to light that her position is shaky. The third time we see her, she lost the position. I mean, what the fuck is going on, man? It all happens off screen. Once you're with Benjamin and the guys, and you're into it, then she shows up for 5 minutes, not even sometimes 5 minutes, with this other inspector guy. It goes nowhere, as I said before. It's a massive waste of time. Really, massive waste. It brings nothing to the story. It doesn't build her character. She's cold. I mean, it's revealed later down the road that she does have a certain quirk, if you want to say so. A certain event that happened to her, and that's being taken advantage of. But it's at the end. It doesn't really matter at all. The ending. So Benjamin is in love with this girl called Marie, and I swear to God, That makes no sense. They try to build her up to something. It never amounts to anything. Super weird. Like, she is extremely weird. It comes to, she has this plot line about her failing her tests, but she always could do it. And she tells him, well, this time I passed because I know what I want to do now. I'm like, okay, what the, what's going on in this movie, man? It's so ugh. They tried to play this whole fighting game, Fight Club. I mean, they try to be smart, and they really aren't. I'm sorry, the script is not good, man. They give a lot of red herrings, probably because Benjamin is telling the story to create those red herrings. But as I said at the beginning, the actors, immediately it's really, it can't be possible. It just, it can't be, because if it's true, what he's trying to imply, the actors wouldn't react to each other like that. It makes sense once you see it. Again, very, very poor, bad ripoff of Mr. Robot. Not even close. It shouldn't even be mentioned that this movie is like Mr. Robot, and it's nothing like it. Mr. Robot is smart, intense. It's amazing show, but even a fantastic music. This movie here has shitty music, plot that goes nowhere. Nobody cares. There's barely any tension. I mean, it is not a good movie, man. It really is. It really is not a good movie at all. It's long too. It's like 2 hours and something, man, and it's not good. I have to admit though, why I am German, I don't really like German movies. I don't really like them. They have this feel to them, like when you pop up a British TV show, it has that feel. When you pop up a Spanish TV show, it has that feel. Well, same with Germans. Well, I do recommend to watch Dark on Netflix. It's a German show. It's just amazing. But this movie, man, Who Am I, is not worth your time. I'm not even gonna give it a numerical grade. I give it a D. A D. So don't watch it. Even if you have time to spend, don't watch it, man. It's not good. The acting is passable. If you can call it that. It does nothing interesting. The hacking is a joke, and I mean a literal joke. Like, Elliot in Mr. Robot does everything himself. Okay, he hacks, he takes care of the software, he takes care of the hardware. This Benjamin does, in this movie, Ben does, the computer language. Then you have Max, who he hacked. I don't know what he does. Then you have another guy who does something with the hardware. I don't know. But it's just so weird, man. There's no need for them all to be there. Like, there's some super team and they can't work without each other. Like, it makes no sense to me, But what can I say? If you want to turn off your brain off to brain dead, go watch it. Who Am I? Don't care.